Alright guys, what's going on? BSG bringing you another Grand Cross video. Now, Box CC is probably one of the most important things in this game when it comes to PvP. Outside of PvP, it's really not that serious, but PvP, it's very competitive. Once you reach the higher tiers, I would say you actually can get away with not caring about your box CC, and you can still play PvP for fun. You don't have to take it omega level seriously, right? But PvP, box CC is going to help your HP, and HP is the biggest stat increase in the game, so that's why a lot of people push it. They push box CC so they can have this like crazy amount of HP boosted, because excuse me, that's like me having what am I? I'm at 12.5. Yeah, 12.5%. I have literally I have over double of what a person would have at 1 million box CC. It's crazy. It's literally crazy. I have like triple that. So that's why people push it. But outside of that, it's not the craziest. And I guess pushing box CC will by default push your growth points for the constellation system at the same time. So technically you're killing two stones with one bird, right? But the system still is shit. I'm not gonna lie. But before we get into that, if you happen to enjoy the video, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I have gotten a lot of subscribers over the past week, and I appreciate it so much. I haven't seen this much growth, and it's sad to say, but I haven't seen this much growth in a while. So if you guys could support me by hitting that subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, comment below where your box CC is at right now. I'm curious to see where you guys are at. But let's go ahead and let's just dive on in. So again, like I said, box CC is one of the most important things when it comes to playing PvP. Outside of that, not that important really, but box CC will carry you a long way because of the HP increase. So when you see people at 347k CC, it's probably because one, their box CC is at bare minimum 6 million, and then they have very good HP and defense sets at the same time. So if you want to push box CC, let's say you're a new player and you're like, okay, I want to push box CC to at least, I don't know, 2 million, right? 2 million. One huge way of getting box CC up is just getting characters. And I'm so serious. Just obtaining characters will get you a really good increase to your box CC. So if you're new and you're wondering, well, the collaboration banner is out right now, should I summon on this banner? And the answer to that is yes. If you're a new player, I would actually recommend summoning, because one, the collab units might not ever come back, and if they do, it won't be until next year. So if you're new to the game, I would say yeah, why not? Summon for the collab character, see if you get Rimuru. If you manage to get Rimuru in a couple of multis, then you know, it's up to you if you want to continue. But this banner does have coin shop units, and like I say, coin shop units on banners are good because you will never have to purchase them with actual platinum coins. That's why I always say it's good. But outside of that, it's not the best banner ever, so I wouldn't go absolutely wild on the banner. But you know, at least one rotation if you're a new player, because you can accumulate gems pretty quickly as a newer player versus a veteran player who doesn't have access to the story mode. You know, many of the achievements that give you gems, we don't have access to that anymore. You as a newer player will, so you could get a rotation done and pick Rimuru, and you could get out of there. Now, there's no other banner up currently, unfortunately, but with the tickets, you could get a lot of units with the race draw tickets. I would recommend probably holding off. I don't believe the red Tarmiel is in the, I don't think he's in the draw tickets yet. No, red Tarmiel isn't in the draw tickets, so maybe once red Tarmiel drops inside the ticket race or the race draw tickets, you can summon on here. But I would pretty much recommend hoarding these because they can come in clutch, right? So I recommend hoarding them. Obviously the SSR guaranteed tickets help you as well get characters. You could just get the basic characters in the game, nothing too crazy, no special, unique or festival characters, but the basic characters you can get from this ticket, and they actually have good units on here like Green Sario, Excalibur Arthur. You have Nanashi, who's pretty good. Chandler, who's really good. PvE Arthur, who's really good. Liz, who can be used for Belmoth. Sariel, Tarmiel, the old versions. Ludociel, I mean, he's okay. He's like niche. You have Zaratras, who definitely could be a DPS for Belmoth. You had a couple of units here that could be good, for sure. But yeah, so that's one way of getting your box AC high, is just legit getting units. Another way is to work on getting every unit that you have level 60 at least. You are level 60. That will help you as well. I remember when I first started, I had to get every single unit that I got level 60 UR. It was so annoying, and I hated doing it, but I needed to do it to compete with the other players at the top tier PvP. Because they did it, they had access to more HP buffs. So I was like, all right, I need to compete. It is what it is. So level 60 UR is where you want to be. Get the yellow stars as well. Getting them yellow starred is not difficult, considering we have Merlin here. As long as you're playing the game and grinding it, you know, you just started and you really like the game, you know, just grind up a little bit and you can go to Merlin and exchange any of this worthless material shit that you have. You go ahead and just exchange it for a awakening star, and then you're good. That's all you got. That's all you have to do. It's so easy. It's really simple. The only thing that's a pain in the ass is getting SSR pendants. And SR pendants aren't bad, but SSR pendants are atrocious. Oh my god, that I have a whole video on that you guys can watch. But yeah, that's pretty much the only pain in the ass. You do have to grind up your demons as well. Don't forget about that. You got to do your gray demons, your crimson demons, your Belmoth demons, all that good stuff you have to do, because if you don't do that, you're never gonna limit break. Unless you're a whale or something, you like to spend money in the game, then sure, you can do it like that, but otherwise you're not gonna really be able to do it fast. And farming demons, truth be told, it's not that hard. It's really not that hard. I might make a video on maybe a couple teams you could run for newer players. Most of the stuff that I'm making is more geared towards new, maybe returning players if you haven't played in over like a year or something like that. So that's what I'm making most of these guides for, because I know a lot of people might be having questions and they might not know certain things that a lot of veteran players and experienced players do, and it's nothing to be like ashamed of. You just don't know like everything, right? So yeah, you want to make sure that all your units that you get, I would just start off, honest to God, I would legit start off by just getting any unit you get as a newer player, and as soon as you get that unit level 60, awaken them, you are them, that's it. That's how I would do it. That's the fastest way you can probably speed up the process, because if you wait to get like a shit full of characters, you're not gonna have fun. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. You are just not gonna have fun. Let's say you're like, all right, I just summoned for Rimuru. Okay, I got Rimuru. Where's good old Rimuru? Rimuru is out here. There he goes. He's like, all right, I got Rimuru, I got Milim and Benimaru. Oh my god, yeah, cool. Then you're like summoning Red Escanor, you don't work on him. You're summoning Green Lilia, you don't work on her. You know, you just got a handful of units, and then you wait to the last minute where you have a full box of level 1 SSRs. You're not gonna have fun with that. You're literally want to uninstall the game. I'm gonna just be straight up with you. It does take a lot of mental discipline to go ahead and actually, every time you get a character, you are level 60 them, awaken them. It does take a little bit of mental discipline to do that, because yeah, don't play with me. I already know. I used to be, when I first started playing gacha games, I used to be just like that. Used to wait to the end to get all my units, and then I would grind them, and it would take forever, instead of just going and getting a new character, maxing them out at least the basic level, and then doing, you know, the next character, and so forth and so forth. You want to wait, you want to be lazy and stuff like that. You want to get the new unit, you want to get the meta unit, and then you just want to go in and raw dog everything. Don't do that. I'm telling you, just every character you get, level 60, fully awaken them. And then after that, you can start worrying about, you know, the super awakening for needless units. If you have good units, obviously prioritize getting them maxed first. Just do that. If you pull Trainer Melee, stop playing for a while, you know, he's level 110 in your box, whatever, obviously you want to prioritize him. He is the best unit in the game. Just it is what it is. You want to prioritize getting him to max everything, not just level 6. You want to level 90, awaken, super awaken. You want to just prioritize everything about him, right? So if you have him, work on him. Same thing goes for every other festival unit pretty much. Like Deanne, if you pulled her, got her just sitting there collecting dust, work on her, please, dear God. Keep in mind as well, different characters have different levels of CC just base. So my Deanne, you see her, she's at 64,000 CC. She's 4 out of 6. She's HP and defense, not even the perfect gear set for her for HP and defense. Oh well, I mean she's almost there, but not the perfect yet. Bruh, look at this. I just want you guys to look at this. My Festival Zeldris has 63.6. He's completely done. He is completely done, right? And he has less than Deanne. He literally has less than Deanne. So yeah, you want to keep that in mind too. If you're getting more current day units, work on them too. Like, of course festival units come first, but then you pull a current day unit. I don't know, let's say you pull who's a more current day unit that I could use as an example. More current day unit. Wow, do I have anyone currently? All right, I guess we'll just do Tarmio, sure. You know, you pulled red Tarmio, right? Okay, you want to work on this red Tarmio before you work on, I don't know, probably like I don't know, like red Tarmio before, I don't know, red Jericho, whatever, red Jericho or something like that, right? You just want to work on the units that you know have just a little bit more high CC, and units that you know you're gonna need. So units you know you're gonna need for demon raids, for PvP, tower trials and stuff like that. You want to try and get a grip on those units first. So for example, this is just a team that I run with the red demon. I feel like you could make a lot of other teams actually with red demon, because it's so easy, to truth be told, as long as you, again, you work on those units. But it's not really that hard. I hate this demon race so much. I hate this one. And then, like I said, it's not really that tough. But yeah, you just want to work on units you know you're gonna need for specific modes, like PvP, for example. Generally speaking, like story mode doesn't really matter. You're gonna have to use character specific units as you progress through story mode, but I promise you it really doesn't matter too much. You could get away with not working on some of those units, like Hendrickson or Hauser, for example. You could get away with not working on them, even though you have to use them in story mode eventually. You could definitely get away with that. But yeah, you just want to work on those units, and then make sure that you are also giving equipment to the units. So for example, you can see how much HP and defense sets I have on my characters, and I don't even use them. I hate Halloween Meliodas, but here you go. You can see right there. Give all your units SSR, HP and defense. You don't have to work on it. You just want them there as a placeholder. You literally just want them there as a placeholder, because this will increase your box CC. I'm telling you right now. And just for example, you can see right here that I'm at 315 right here. All right, let's give someone who doesn't have equipment, like, I don't know. Okay, help him. We'll go help him. Let's give him HP defense set. Just bare HP defense, right? So I'm gonna give him the HP and defense, yada yada yada. Just doing you know, giving him equipment, and you're gonna see that it's gonna go up pretty good. Like, it's not like a basic like 2 or anything like that. It's about a couple thousand. So you're gonna see, and this is what you want to do for all the units that you have just collecting dust. You want to give them some type of placeholder for HP and defense. It doesn't have to be this exact setup, but it definitely wants to be HP and defense for sure. And now look, that they went 4,000. It just went up by 4,000, literally 4,000, right? So that's why, given some of these units that are just collecting dust, HP and defense is very, very essential, because it will matter. It definitely will matter, and it will help. Obviously, getting their their ultimate move level up also is a big factor in it, because for every max alt level is 2,000. Yeah, so for every single one of these is 2,000. So it does accumulate. It does accumulate any dupe, and I promise, any dupe that you get as a new or returning player and you don't have them 6/6, please, dear God, just put the dupe into the character. Do not waste it. Don't do that. I messed up in the beginning of the game with units like Red Nunchuck Bond. I should have gave him all the dupes that I got, and I should have put it into the character, but I was stupid and I didn't do it. Obviously now you can see that I started to do that. Some units are going to be harder to pull than others. Like even this blue Deanne, I don't have 6 out of 6 because I don't summon on banners pretty much that have her featured. Why would I do that? Right? Why would I summon on a banner that's not festival and has her featured? I'm not doing that, and I haven't pulled her from racial tickets either, so it is what it is. But yeah, you definitely want to get any dupe for a character you have, put it into the unit. Just do it. It'll make it so much easier to get the box CC up, and you will see a difference, I promise. The uniques, they give you a little bit of boost. You should always just try and get passives. Sometimes I just like you can see here, I just don't care about like those units or whatever, but definitely want to get the uniques. Affinity does matter a little. I think it matters a little bit because at the end of all affinity you get a weapon or a cosmetic or something like that, so it does help a little bit. But yeah, all these little things will help you. I promise you will see a difference, right? I'm not trying to make you do more work than you need to, but it's definitely gonna take a while before you're seeing like 2 or 4 or 6 million. But yeah, let me know if this helped you out. I might be missing a few things. Like I said, you want to give every unit a placeholder of HP and defense. You want to build units that you know you're going to use with specific gear sets. That helps too. Unfortunately, building gear in this game is kind of a pain in the ass because of anvils. It's not the gear itself, it's because anvils are so annoying to get. Hammers I don't really care for too much, but anvils are really like just kind of dumb, to be honest. But it's not as bad as getting SSR pendants, that's for damn sure, I promise you that, or Super Awakening coins. And again, all of this stuff that you do to a character will help you out. So to take away from this, if you don't take away anything, I want you to take away this. I want you to level 60 UR every character that you get, at least. And then for characters that you know you're going to need for specific modes or PvP, you want to work on them. Top tier characters, you obviously want to work on them as well. So if anything, I hope you at least take that away from this. Placeholder of HP and defense on units that are just sitting there collecting dust, like this Nunchuck Bond that I'm probably never gonna use except for like a specific time or something like that. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Let me know if this helped you out. Hopefully it did. Hopefully I came off clear and concise as possible. If you have a question, feel free to put it down in the comments, and I probably will answer it if I get to seeing it. Sometimes I don't see it, but most of the comments I do see. So go ahead and leave a comment if you have a question, and that's gonna be it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, you guys already know, I will see you all later.